Hello, I'm Akanksha Kothari.
Welcome to today's workshop. I'm your facilitator for today for Love and Accept Yourself workshop.
So, in order to make this session more interactive, I would like to invite you all to introduce yourself, and along with that, I would like you to set a goal for next 2 hours. So, by setting a goal, what I mean is to set an intention that what would you like to achieve at the end of these 2 hours through this workshop. For example, if you want to go Hong Kong to London, you will search in map to London from Hong Kong, and then the map will show you the direction and multiple options which are available out there. Similarly, setting an intention in one word can help us to reach out what we are really looking for. And whenever we have a clear goal, universe will always guide us.
I'll start from myself. I'm Akanksha, and my goal for next 2 hours is confidence. So, anyone who can start?
I'm Payal, and my goal for next 2 hours is gratitude.
I'm Neeti, and my goal for next 2 hours is happiness and confidence.
I'm Kshama, and my goal is to have peace for 2 hours.
Only for 2 hours.
After that, I know there will be no peace.
You can carry forward it if you wish. Yes.
I'm Janish, and my goal for next 2 hours is to be myself.
I'm Heather, and my goal for the next 2 hours is to self-love and gratitude.
Okay.
I'm Kavita, and my goal for next 2 hours is happiness.
So, as we all have set certain goal for ourselves, let's look forward to it. And at the end of these 2 hours, see where you have been, where you have traveled from this point to that point, and what you achieved from what you wanted to.
So, next we are leading to expressing our own ideas and understanding about self love and self acceptance. Look at it this way: when we are solving a puzzle, what we first do is put all the pieces which we already have on the table and try to sort it the way we understand it. And then, if something is missing, we try to look for the other pieces and then solve the puzzle. Similarly, we by expressing our personal ideas, we are first gathering whatever material we already have and what we already understand, and then look for what more we have there, and also what we already understand, is there anything we can work on it.
So, I think first thing is to accept yourself, how you are, what you are.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay. So, self love for you is accepting yourself.
Yeah, whatever you are, first accept it. Then, yeah,
And how do you accept yourself?
I accept. I don't, but I accept myself. How is like. Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll see it further. Anyone? Okay. So,
Accept your negative points.
yes.
First, understand what is your negative point and accept it.
Okay. Yes. That's a very important one because we tend to accept our good things easily, but and also we happen to see negative in others very
Yeah.
easily. But when it comes to us, we only want to see the good points and reject, neglect, and even hide our negative points, and that keeps us away from the self love.
The fact is, we all, from the deepest part of ourselves, have this need of being loved, accepted, and taken care by. And because of this need, we constantly seek for other person's approval, validation, and acceptance to the extent that we happen to please them to get their approval, their importance in our life.
What does it mean to love yourself? Loving yourself means self-importance, giving importance to yourself. We give importance to next meeting we have, children's homework, or maybe some task which is supposed to be done. But when it comes to giving importance to ourselves, we moreover lack it out. Then value yourself. Valuing yourself is like when you know what is your importance, you tend to give value yourself. Like when we have some project going on, then everything gets aside, and that's the only thing we do because we value it. We know that this is supposed to be done, and everything has its own time to be done. But right now, this is the only thing. But seem like in the life we have thousands of things going around, but and in that day-to-day routine, we are always being neglected. So valuing yourself, valuing our own self is important because that's the main. It's like the hero of the movie is always neglected in the real life. Trust yourself. Trust yourself means we all have this intuition, sixth sense, some inner voice, but it's been ages and ages that we have left listening to it, that we overlook. Okay, even if something is, oh no, how come it is possible? Oh, it I feel like this, but then people are doing like this, so maybe I'm wrong. So in it, our own voice is not heard. So trusting yourself is when you listen to your voice. When you trust that, okay, this is what I want, no matter what others are doing, no matter what others are guiding, but from my inner calling, from very deep source of myself, this is the only thing I want.
And this does not mean disrespecting or not valuing those in your life. This simply means that despite of whatever they are saying and directing you, you know the authentic truth of yourself. You know what you really want from the deepest part of your heart.
Yeah, honoring your needs. When a child say, I want a new mobile or maybe a toy, you make sure that on your list, maybe not even if it's not first, then at least third, fourth, you make sure that, okay, that need is met. He wants to eat some special food, you make sure that his need or her needs are met. But then, do you meet your own needs? Do we even know what are our needs?
Many times we don't know.
Yeah. So that's where we are leading. Being peaceful with life. No matter what is happening around you, no matter who have what and who have nothing, you are peaceful with what you have. Even if you don't have the best ornament or phone or luxuries with you, but you are still peaceful with what you have because you value yourself, you value what you have, and that brings that peace within us. Feeling happy about your existence and inputs towards society and your surroundings. When we love ourselves, when we value, trust, respect ourselves, then we become that very source of love that that everyone around us loves us, and we feel and express this love in free form. Just like when someone falls in love, how everything is like love is in the air, and you
Magic.
listen that romantic
Yeah.
songs, and you happen to love everything around you, even if it is nothing, but you just love it. And that's what you experience when you love yourself. It's not just the movies. The movies have, of course, exaggerated for the opposite person, but the truth is, it is all about us. Why it is important to love yourself. Why?
To be happy. I think that is the main thing for your happiness.
Give confidence in yourself. Trusting yourself.
As they say, only person who knows to love themselves can truly love another person. And all the other relation which we experience, in which we express love or we experience love, that is more like, if it is not coming from you loving yourself, then it is more like give and take.
Yeah.
You give me love, I give you love. You give me anger, I give you anger. You give me hate, and you are going to have a blast. So, the source from which love begins is from you. Which in return can give us self-confidence, self-esteem, trust. We become boundless, self-respect, and we become limitless. It's like, for example, if right now my limitation of doing certain things is this much, then when I love myself, then these limits doesn't matter. Then expressing love becomes so natural that it just flows on. To be more precise, to know yourself, to make peace with yourself, to open that source of love which is unconditional and in abundance. To be able to love every living being in true sense. Now, what do I mean by unconditional and abundance? It's like we all have experienced love through different relations we have, from your parents, your children, your spouse, your friends, your loved ones. But then it's always coming with some due date, like your parents, you are connected with your parents for certain time, and then that when you are aparted with them, that love also come to limitations. Even with your children, it's more like when they are small, you experience love with them all the time, but as they grow, then that love mixes with lots of different other emotions. You express the anger also, you express the irritation, frustration, and lots of things come in. So that love doesn't stay constant. It keeps on coming and going. But when that love comes from deep from yourself, that is unconditional. It doesn't have any condition. Okay, you do this or I'll do this for you. It's, if you do certain things, I'm going to not listen to you. And the best example for that is your body. Despite of whatever we do with it non-stop, constantly serves us in every possible way. Of course, it tends to have its limitation just because we have created those limitations in our mind. As our mind becomes limited, our body's potentials becomes limited. As you open up your mind, the potentials of your body increases. Now, before going further, I want you all to experience this love right now. But how? Okay, how, when you feel love towards your child or your spouse, how do you express it?
By hugging, by kissing, by cuddling.
Exactly. And exactly that's what we are going to do. We are going to give a big hug to ourselves and experience this love right now. So widen up your arms and hug yourself with both your arms. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. And see every breath as you release, you're being more and more grounded to yourself. With every breath you take, you still feel more connected to yourself. Gently swap your arms. And allow yourself to integrate this moment. Experience the self-love. That's squeezing the feet on the center of your chest with the push of both your arms. This red self-love is instant. Heart chakra expresses and experiences love, which is located right at the center of your chest. And this unconditional love which you experience in yourself expands and expresses you. Just feel it. Integrate yourself around it. Did you feel it? Have you ever hugged yourself before? Then with this note, I would like you to bring it as a habit every single day. Like how we make sure that every single day we hug our child, our spouse, or those to whom we care. Go ahead and give that hug to yourself every night before you sleep, every morning when you wake up, and see the magic happen. What happens when you don't love yourself?
Sadness.
And how often do we experience that sadness?
When we don't have, when we feel that something is going wrong.
So we think it as a point, maybe a moment, but then what happens is it's more like a momentum which keeps on going. So it keeps on going and going, and then something happens, something good happens. Okay, that moment you feel, okay, I'm loved and appreciated by others. So, okay, I am loved. Yeah. And then again something happened, maybe nothing happened, and nothing completely happened, and you feel that sink again. because in your external world nothing happened, but that void which is there, it's calling. So you feel that sinks, you feel that emptiness. Jealousy, insecurities, hatred, anger. And to emphasize on that, no matter how much unconditional love you give, you end up feeling unloved and unaccepted. So no matter what you do, no matter the best you give to your child, your spouse, or anyone in your life, at the end of the day, you still feel, oh, but I'm not being appreciated for this. I'm not valued for what I have, the job what I did. And why we seek for that value and that importance? Because that we ourselves haven't given to us.
Because we are asking from others
Yes,
instead
exactly.
of ourselves.
Yes. So when it's like no matter how much they give, that's exactly the next point. Even when people in your life showers love on you, you feel starving. Means even if they are doing the best they could, you still feel not satisfied with it. Oh, I know he did this for me, but then that's not enough. Because the calling, the longing which I have in here is much more than what he is serving me. Insecure in your relations. So you always feel insecurity. Because if that person leaves, if that person's look for somewhere else, then what will happen to me? Then how will I receive that love? What will happen to me is more like what we think usually is like how my life will run, how money will come, how my child will be raised, something like that. But more on it, that is all on the upper level, but deep within, it is more like how will I receive that love? Because I don't know, I haven't learned, and I'm just clueless how to love myself. So that person is supposed to be there in order to I feel that love. And yeah, insecure with children's love life too. So all those mother-in-laws which happen to nag their daughter-in-laws or even that child, always interrupting in their married life, and those serials which we see is now you know where it's coming from. It's coming from the insecurity they're feeling. It's not that they wish to harass someone. It's coming from their own void, so that they are seeking, okay, until when children are small, it's like they always look forward to their mothers. As they grow, they're attention deprived. As they grow, they find friends. Going further, they find their life partner. And then that mother, that maybe even the father, they feel now my child is not even interested in me. It's not giving importance to me, not giving time to me, even if they are doing. But that's not enough. Because what we are asking is much more than what they are giving. Loving ourselves improves our relationship with our body, mind, our near and dear ones, and most importantly, ourselves. But how? Before we find the answer, let's look at some facts and researches. How our thoughts, emotions affect our mind, body, and soul. And how water plays an important role in changing our vibrations. Our brain, which is made of 73% of water. So the main component of our brain, the actual material of the brain, is made of water, 73% of water. Our body is made up of 70% of water. And our earth, the very earth where we are staying right now, is also made of 70% of water. Now these figures are so similar, or you can say same. Is this just a coincidence? How come? It's actually nature's way, a very intelligent way of telling us that everything in this world, in this universe, is interconnected, whether be your mind, body, or soul. So, whatever you do on mind, body, or soul level, it's going to be affecting on each of the other aspects also. Dr. Masaru Emoto, a researcher and alternative healer from Japan, has given the world a good deal of evidence of magic of positive thinking. And we all have heard this somewhere or other, that if you think good, good happens. If you even manifest good, you think good, you work good, and such stuff. Let's see how it works. So the molecules of water changes its form like this. So the Dr. Masaru performed a research, an experiment where he brought different same water in different glasses and labeled each of the glass with different words like thank you, wisdom, truth, angel, love, hate, evil, and such. So each glasses out there have different labels. This all the water is coming from the same source, and all the glasses, the container which are there are also same. But the label which they are giving to each glass is different. And after a certain period of time, when those water in each glass they see in the test tube, see in the microscope, this is what they found. How the molecular form of each water is different. Which proves us that words we speak, think, and believe creates vibrational frequency around us, and we naturally act according to it. And there, this beautiful crystal out here is asking us to raise our vibration to love. Also, the human DNA evolves with love. So that's how, in this picture, you see that when a person is experiencing fear, the auric field is limited to half of his body. But when a person experiences love, the auric field around is complete and sealed perfectly well around it. And this auric field, the aura which we say, is constantly and all the time around us. But depending upon the emotions we feel, this auric field have, just like ozone layer, how with the rays of the sun it have holes in it. That's how we have holes in it with every negative or every lower emotion we are feeling. So if you are angry, you make a poke in there. If you are loving, you seal your aura a bit better. And our DNA reacts beautifully with love, with the thought, emotion, action, or even words. So now focusing back to our original question, how loving ourselves can improve our relationship with mind, body, our near and dear ones, and ourselves. Body. Our body functions and performs more efficiently when we learn to love and appreciate it. So, as we all know, although we never appreciated and never even noticed that how beautifully it functions, heart functions perfectly, your brain works at the way it should be. The blood in your body flows constantly. All the cells are working just the way they are supposed to be. And yet we never have even a moment to appreciate and accept them or love them. So as we appreciate, love ourselves, our body, the magic is very vibrant and visible. Our mind. Efficiency of our mind shoots up to 50% when we are in calm, composed, and happy state. And this is what we all have experienced in our life. That when you are angry or agitated, the work which we do is the quality of the work is always sacrificed. Whereas the same task, if you perform very composedly and calm and lovingly, the quality improves way more than your original potentials. Our near and dear ones. As we understand the importance of loving ourselves, we respect emotions of those around us. Our vision widens up. So if I know that this is what is important for me, and this is how I like to be. So we also understand and respect the opposite person's emotions, their own perceptions of life, their beliefs, and their understanding. We respect them and we naturally happen to accept it just the way they are. It doesn't have to be like if they are completely opposite, then you are supposed to do that, but allowing them to be themselves. And most importantly, with ourselves, we become the very source of love, happiness becomes our true nature. We are open to rise above our limitations and become one with the nature and universe. So just imagine a moment where you don't have to think, oh, what they will say if I do like this, what they will think if I do like this, and you have mm, complete allowance to be yourself, no matter how wild, how crazy, or whatsoever. Just imagine that moment where you are completely allowed to be yourself. How do you feel at that point?
Feel good.
Feel so accepted.
Yes. You feel accepted. And being yourself gives you that confidence also.
Yeah, that acceptance. Like once you accept yourself completely, then you are most confident. Yeah.
Okay. So we understood what is love, why it is important, what happens when it is not there, and this is something we all know and understand at some or the other level, in some or the other point of life, but still we are not able to love ourselves. Why? One of the most important and overlooked aspect due to which we fail to love ourselves.
We focus on someone else more than us.
We think about others.
We find the happiness in someone else or something else.
Yes.
We want someone to love us more than we, love
We
them.
ask for a certificate from others.
Yes.
To prove our selfishness.
Yes. All those we almost covered right now, and those are true. Of course, that are true, but then still there is something which is out of these syllabus yet. forgiveness. Of all the people I have had to forgive, I have been the hardest one. So if somebody do some mistake and ask for your forgiveness, or sometimes even don't, you maybe think, okay, maybe this is how it is, or maybe that's the way he have to. But when it comes to ourselves, can we forgive ourselves?
We never think also about that we have to forgive ourselves.
Yes, it's not even known.
We always we hide that thing.
Yeah, so even if I've done something wrong, then, and maybe some other people maybe scold us, or maybe other people don't even know us, but deep within we feel, oh, I did this wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. I am not supposed to be like that. I'm not supposed to be that loud, quiet, or whatever. So we have never even thought that, okay, I have to forgive myself also. Just as we say, the forgiveness is one of the biggest treasure you can have. But then that forgiveness is not only about forgiving other people for behaving the way they are, but forgiving yourself for being yourself. We have this chatter in our mind, or should I say, constant negative chatter in our mind. You are not good, you're not doing right, you're not supposed to do this, oh, you're not good enough, oh, you don't look beautiful, you look ugly, you look crazy. So constant chatter is going on, rather for other people and moreover for ourselves. And just to make a point that how true is that, just check whenever you see yourself in mirror, what do you say? We are more prone to see our dark side, like our minus point. Oh, my face is little like this. My body should be a little more thinner, or I should be more taller, or I should be more whatever.
More beautiful.
Yeah. So that's what we say to ourselves every single time we see ourselves in mirror. So that's a clear evidence that that's what we do to ourselves. And do we ever ask sorry for that? If I speak ill to you, maybe some other day I come and say sorry. Or maybe even if I don't come, I feel, oh, I shouldn't be speaking like this. I must be sorry. I must ask sorry. But then I say a whole lot of things all the time, non-stop, all the negative things to myself, and not even a single time do I even regret. Saying sorry is far more away. So this constant negative chatter, which keeps on going, is keeping us away from self-love. So we need to learn to accept, appreciate ourselves. That, of course, when you see in mirror, you see some bad things, but there are many good things too. Why don't we notice that? Why don't we move our focus from negative to positive? And then thinking small of ourselves, easily accept criticism and doubt appreciations. So if I say you are not good, you believe it. But if I say you are fantastic, oh, did she really mean it?
Yeah.
Maybe she is trying to make fun of me. Do I really deserve that appreciation?
Just buttering.
Exactly. Even if, just think it like this, even if the opposite person is trying to butter you, at least that person is saying some good words to you. So just accept it. Anyway, you are in lack of it. And then judgments, criticism, doubt, hatred, anger, guilt, shame. And this all, it's not about other person. It's about you to yourself. So this guilt, this shame, anger, this all is keeping us even lower and pushing us deep, deep, deep within where we can't even reach. And yeah, one of the universal issue we have that lower belly. We always feel that why my lower belly is not moving or not releasing those excess fat or cellulites or etc. The guilt which we feel, the anger, the guilt and shame which we feel for ourselves is stored into our sacral chakra, which is located closer to your lower belly. Yes. So if you want to lose that out, the first thing you would like to do is forgive yourself. Release yourself from those
Knots. Those knots.
from those burdens of guilt and shame and not good and not nice. And yes, we close the doors of our hearts so tightly that no one dares to even enter. So as we don't love ourselves, we don't allow others also to love ourselves. Even, of course, in this material world, we experience love, affection, intimacy, everything. But then when it is thing of experiencing the true love from deep within, where you feel connected from deepest part of your heart, is never there. Because we keep that far away from everyone, full in cage, because of course we are guilty, so we are supposed to be in cage, and nobody is allowed to come closer by. And yes, with multiple keys to the sky. So even if any person wants to reach out, we have like a treasure hunt full of so dare not come. Why? Because we are scared of being hurt. So if I allow someone to love me, or if I allow someone to reach out that very source of love, I'm scared of being hurt. What if that person hurts me? What if that person doesn't treat me the way I deserve to be? Because anyway, I don't know how I'm supposed to be treated. Because I treat myself ill. So that's okay if he treats me ill. But then if I allow that person to reach me out to the deepest part of myself, and then if something happens, I'm not ready to take it. So today, the best gift you can give yourself is forgiveness. And for next 30 seconds, I would like you all to close your eyes and just think of those moments, those emotions which you have buried within you, where you haven't forgive yourself, you've caged yourself to guilty. Just close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and check. What are those moments? What are those words that I've been constantly saying to myself? Or punishing myself? And do I choose to finally release them? do I find myself at that point where I can allow myself to forgive myself? And when you are done, you can gently open your eyes. So, did you find something that gives you evidence that you need to forgive yourself? Forgive yourself for not being the ideal mother, daughter, sister you're supposed to be. For not being the role model, the hero, what they ask for. For not meeting other people's expectations. For not being able to handle every single task from your world. For daring to speak your heart. For being late. For yourself eating or even not eating that extra piece. For saying no. We feel so guilty when we have to say no. Oh, but what will they think? Oh, I don't really want to do that, but I have to. For not being perfect and know that no one is. No one is perfect. We feel guilty of loving ourselves. Why?
Because we have never learned also that we have to love ourselves also.
Yes, true. We have never learned, and even if we do that extra bit for ourselves, we feel guilty about it. If I do this thing just the way I want, what will they say? Or if I do something which is not easily acceptable for others, then okay, it's not accepted. And even if I do it, I feel guilty constantly.
It'll be bad.
But why? You're doing for yourself, right? Do you feel guilty for loving your child a bit more? Do you feel guilty for doing that extra bit for your spouse, rising away from your limitations? No. But when we do something bit more for ourselves, we feel guilty. Isn't it?
We never give importance to ourselves. Then
Always thinking of others only.
especially family members.
We feel that we are selfish if we think about ourselves.
Yes. That's what is our belief system. Loving yourself is not selfish, it's self-love. But we have been taught this all our life, that if you do something for yourself, that's selfish. You can't do that, you're not supposed to do that. And this has been rooted into us so deeply that even if a thought comes to you in your mind to do something for yourself, you feel, oh, but isn't that selfish? And let's understand that with this. I know that we all have traveled into aircraft and all, and we have seen this. We are well familiar with this, although we have not traveled from last 1 year. You remember this?
Very well. For this, we need to travel again.
So, what does this lady say? Before assisting children, elders, or even others, wear your oxygen mask first. And when I was child, I used to say, think, why is she saying like this? Aren't we supposed to help others first? But then they are saying this. And I always used to think, okay, I'll maybe quickly help them and then wear it. This is how I used to separate my thinking from what they are saying. But why they are saying like this? That help yourself first before assisting others.
Because if you are safe, then you can help as well.
Yes. That even we are saying that this despite of the thing that it is selfish. If you wear mask first, it's going to be counted as a selfish. But they are still saying it. And despite of the fact that this act of yours may even end up in losing some of your loved ones. Because if in the moment of crisis, even a single moment is also important. But still, they are saying this. Why? Because somehow the airline industry understood that only a stable ground is capable of keeping you balanced and stable. Only a fertile land is potential enough to bring life to a new plant. And only an oxygenated mind is capable enough to serve others, especially in the crisis. It knows how to handle crisis more efficiently. So, the belief system which we were talking about, that loving yourself is selfish, is so prominently has been void with this thing that if you are not loving yourself, if you are not grounded, if you yourself are not feeling content, how will you give? How will you give to others? If you don't feel and experience that love within yourself, how you're supposed to give others? But you might think, but we love our family, we love our children's. How does it make sense then? That's because we are more on the give and take relationship. That the family system has been designed in such a way that wife serves something, children serve something, and husband serves something. So it's give and take. So whether love is there or not, you're always bounded. And yes, we do all those things which we believe that it is love. And it's not that it is not. The only difference here is that when you express love from the place of void, and when you express love from the place of self-love and accomplishment, what difference do you find in them? So if I have something with me and I give you, what impact it will give? And if I don't have myself, but I still try to give you, how much impact it will give?
It will not be 100%. It will be because your mind is still thinking on the issues or something, so it cannot give you cannot give the 100% love to the next person, to someone you want to give.
Yes, definitely. And even if you try to give your 100%,
Still, something is putting you back.
yeah,
or
because
something-
that 100% is also on the shallow level. No? It's like you have 10 rupee note, and that's your overall bank balance. Then even if you give 100 full $10, then that is only $10, right? And compared to that one, which is 1 crore. And even if we give that 100% of ours, we in return always expect. Now I did this for you. You are supposed to treat me better. You are supposed to give me importance. I should be a priority. So when the same thing, when it comes from self-love and not void, then you just give. You are not expecting anything in return, but whatever you get, it becomes a natural process. And whatever you get, you accept it wholeheartedly. because now you don't want to fill up that void. You're already full, and whatever coming up is bonus. With this awareness, I would like to invite you all to set an intention to open the doors of your heart to welcome abundance of love, true love, self-love, unconditional love, self-acceptance, courage of being yourself.
Lie down comfortably. Relax your body. Relax your legs and arms. Make sure your entire body is comfortably relaxed. Take 3 deep breaths, and with every breath, allow yourself to relax more and more. The more you relax, the more you feel calm and quiet, completely relaxed with every breath you take. With your eyes comfortably closed, focus your attention on toes of both your feet. Now let this concentration move from your toes into your heels, into your ankles, and slowly into the calves of both your legs. And from your toes, your knees, feel a wave of relaxation. Feel this wave of relaxation now moving up through your thighs, your hips, into your stomach muscles. This relaxation is now moving up into your solar plexus, across the chest area, further up into your shoulders, and slowly moves down through your arms, hands, and your fingers. Your neck muscles are relaxing. This relaxation now moves up through the scalp, across the forehead, further down over the eyelids, the facial muscles and jaw muscles, and the entire body is relaxed, deeply and completely relaxed with every breath you take. And as your body relaxes deeply and completely, your mind is quiet and calm. So calm and so relaxing that every word which I see, that every word which I speak now is going to go deep down into your subconscious mind, and every word is going to be soaked into your deepest part of yourself. Allow these words to seek in every part of your cells. Allow these words to help you rejuvenate and heal. You now become aware of your unconditional love and acceptance towards yourself. You are self-reliant, self-confident, and filled with independence of love. You have opened your mind and heart to the constantly flowing stream of love, which was hidden deep within the resources of your mind. You are now transformed. You are self-confident, filled with self-esteem. You think confidently. You talk confidently. And you project an image of supreme love. You love yourself unconditionally and are filled with inner security. You accept yourself just as you are. You love yourself internally and externally. Your self-love has emerged. Your inner confidence has emerged. You are creating a new positive reality. You now experience all the warmth and joy in your life. From this moment on, you see the positive side of everything that happens in your life. You see positive opportunities in everything you experience. Your positive thinking now results in more positive and loving life. You experience a feeling of overall well-being and mental calm. You are at peace with yourself and the world and everyone in it. Each and every day you experience more and more positive results of your positive thinking and self-love. Your self-esteem is increasing. Your self-confidence is increasing. You feel enthusiastic about your life and look forward to the challenges. You now breathe life with new optimism, with new enthusiasm. A happy, self-assured inner you has emerged. You are a positive individual who sees the problem only as an opportunity. You are patient, calm, harmoniously centered at all the time. You let go of all fear-based emotions such as blame, jealousy, guilt, anger, and possessiveness. You are independent and self-responsible, and you fully realize that you are unlimited in your ability to create your own reality. You keep your mind like loving, calm water. You remain centered at all the times. This means physically relaxed, emotionally calmed, mentally focused and alert. You are a loving being. You trust your inner wisdom. You accept your true potential. You are confident and secure about everything. You maintain calm mind and you think only positive thoughts. You are loving. You are very source of love. And everyone around you reflects this love you have for yourself. Love from yourself to yourself, love from others to you. You express this love to everyone you meet in your life. You are constantly showered with love and acceptance. internally and externally. You are the very source of love, the abundance of love. Now allow these positive affirmations to soak in to every cell of your body and mind. I am enough. I love and accept myself unconditionally. I deserve respect and loyalty. I am proud of myself for all the big and small achievements I have. I embrace self-love. I am blessed with abundance of love. I am beautiful inside and out. I validate myself. I love myself unconditionally. I believe in me. Love is my natural state. I open the doors of my heart for love. I am worthy of love. I approve of myself. I am infinite. I deserve love and experience it with open heart. I'm open and receptive to give and receive unconditional love. Love is the very essence of my being. I deeply and completely accept myself. I love my body and all the beautiful functions it performs for me. I'm thankful for everything I have. I deserve to be appreciated. I'm proud of who I am. I love and approve of myself exactly as I am.